Alright, one of the main problems with suppressor use or silencer use on firearms out there, other than the obscene, bureaucratic, non-constitutional nonsense it takes to get one, and the illegal tax, is mirage, is actual mirage from heat buildup in the can as it catches those expanding gases from a bullet leaving a barrel and builds up heat around the can, and then it distorts the image you can see through your optic, especially if you're running a magnified power optic. So today I want to talk to you about an inexpensive fix for this common problem with suppressor use. There are a lot of good options out there for suppressor covers in the market. There's a lot of really high-end stuff out there, but they can be really expensive sometimes. I mean, you're looking on average from $150 to $200 for a really good one. And there's a lot of engineering that go into a suppressor cover based on just heat dispersion and stuff like that. Because heat mirage, as it builds up in your can actually start to distort the image you see in your optic, and that can actually translate to worse accuracy or inconsistent accuracy downrange, whether you're just sighting in, whether you're shooting long range, whether you're doing extended strings of fire environments and stuff like that. Longer strings of fire, more bullets through the can is going to build up that heat further and cause further distortion, and it can make a big difference. Even at short ranges like 50 to 100 yards, it can make a big difference, enough for a miss on a half MOA or a sub MOA type of target. And downrange, way bigger difference. So the industry's responded in mitigating that with suppressor covers, but like I said, they're extremely expensive. So if you are a professional level shooter, shooting extended periods of fire over long portions of a day, then it's probably worth your investment to get something with a little bit more engineering behind it and a little bit more thermal dispersion capabilities for full auto fire, for competitions and stuff like that. Probably worth your effort. But if you're just a casual shooter like me who only casually uses a can, myself, I predominantly use it on my DMRs and stuff like that for hunting and for plinking, or maybe training my kids. You know, they're really great for suppressing sound and the, you know, notable negative characteristics that can develop in a shooter when they're anticipating sound or recoil, even with ear pro on. A suppressor can really help with that. So it's great. It's a great training tool where you're not going to be spending hours and hours on a bench shooting hundreds and hundreds of rounds. I classify myself as a casual user of suppressors, and instead of spending $200, I found a pretty easy fix that mitigates most of the mirage, or a good portion of it, for less than 20 bucks. You probably guessed it by now because you can see it. Camo form. This is Gear Aid camo form. It's a camouflage wrap. It's a self-adhesive, so it sticks to itself, and you can reuse it. You can remove it, you can take it off, you can put it back on. Works great. I use it in actually camouflaging my rifles and stuff like that, or covering hand guards where I don't want metal contacting metal, that kind of stuff, clinking around and all that stuff. But it works really good for mitigating a little bit of the mirage with casual use of a suppressor. Now, I will caveat this with casual use. I don't use my suppressor full auto, okay? I don't use them for really long strings of fire, other than if I'm testing loads and stuff like that. And you may still get a little bit of heat dispersion buildup or heat distortion buildup, but with a little bit of camo form on it, a little bit of Gear Aid wrapping, a couple layers of it, it actually has gone a long way in mitigating most of the mirage with casual use. I will say this, there is a slight adhesive aspect to this stuff. It's not like a glue adhesive or a tape adhesive, so you can get a little bit of stickiness on your can with extended use and extended exposure to the heat, but it comes right off and it wipes right off really easy with lacquer thinner or WD-40 or something mild like that. And then you can just rewrap it and go again. I haven't had one actually fuse or weld up to the can yet at all. I've been using this wrap right here for close to 2 or 3 years now, and I haven't had any issues with it, taking it on, putting it off, or taking it off, putting it on, that kind of thing. If you're looking for an inexpensive solution to getting a suppressor cover or silencer cover, whatever you want to call it, mitigating the heat distortion from your silencer, I would suggest trying this out. All right, I think we did it in 5 minutes or less, maybe, close enough. But thank you for joining me again today. Have fun out there shooting, and have a blessed day.